Hello, my name is Kay, and welcome back to another House Flipper video. Another episode of House Flipper. That's right, we're playing House Flipper again, and we are going to be renovating the Turtle House, a hidden gem, a cozy house on a small island far out in the ocean. The previous owner is a renowned martial arts master who left this place to start his own dojo. The price is $90,000, which we can easily afford. And if you are a fan of Dragon Ball Z, this house should look very familiar because it is a play on a house from the series without being a full-on licensed cross-promotion. It's just an homage, we should say. We have a little to-do list: eat, sleep, train, find flipper balls, and revive Krillian. So, the flipper balls, we already found one, and we put them inside of this, is it an octagon box? I believe so, on the coffee table. And they are scattered throughout the property. It is a very small property. So you saw we had some, like a big closet there. We have a bathroom here, and there is a trapdoor, a hatch going into the basement with a rather buggy ladder. The ladders are kind of buggy. You end up climbing back on them when you don't mean to, like that. And down here we just have this big open room and then this bedroom with 3 beds in it. And here is one of our balls. So we are collecting the balls. I will be showing where to find each of said balls throughout the video. But that is the interior of the house. There is not much here. And I could recall that there was one hidden in the cabinets. There it is on the bottom. All right, we're going to grab the ball, and wow, this is just going to be lots of ball talk today. Not much I can do about that given the nature. And so yeah, you just put the pair of balls right in there, and moving along, there are several outside. And I'm not going to show me walking all over the property, but I will show you what we need here, which are the balls. There's another one, and here's another one. We got a pretty good collection so far. I think this is the last one outside. And here's one behind the bathroom door. So what happens once you collect all of these balls and put them into the case? Well, you take the case outside and hit use, and all of a sudden it's nighttime. And then you press use again, and it is daytime. That's all that it does. You can sell it. It's not worth anything at all. But here are the changes that I made to the interior. My reasoning is, if you look on the far left, there is a young man with pink hair and sunglasses who would really like this property. From my experience, he generally seems to be near the top of the list when you're working on this property to begin with. So I just wanted to make sure that I have all of the essential elements to ensure that he is who we will sell to, because I can't just always sell to the same folks. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But you, my devoted viewer, like there's just one of you, my devoted viewers, each and every one of you, may be interested to see me selling to other clients. And that little area down there, those are all walk-in closets, because our potential buyer here loves closets. He likes closets. He likes saunas. He hates kitchens. He wants a, quote, large bedroom. He just said, oh, it's so huge. Oh, he didn't say it like that. There are no voices for them, fortunately, but everything he says is always, oh. And I just always think of his O's as kind of being like Mae West, which is, if you know who that is, awesome. Yeah, everything he says, there's always an oh. So Mae West it is. So he is a fan of having 2 bathtubs, so that would require 2 bathrooms. He is not super particular about what kind of bed he has. In fact, you may have noticed that bed that I used looked an awful lot like a sofa. This is because he tends to gravitate towards the sofas rather than an actual bed. This can be problematic when you are choosing a sofa for a living room, as many of them are categorized as a sofa rather than a bed, or a bed rather than a sofa. So depending on what you're looking for what you want your room to be, you can get away with just having what looks to be a couch or love seat in your bedroom and having it count as a bedroom. Or your living room, you might want to be using a sofa and end up putting a bed in there instead. It's kind of frustrating, but a little bit of practicing and figuring out which one works and seeing if the room changes classification once you've placed it. Always check that, because you don't want your dream living room to turn into a bedroom. That's not what you're signing up for here. Also, our potential buyer here is very interested in minimal furnishings. He's not really into decor. He's not into plants. He's not into paintings. He's not into rugs. So these don't really count as decorations. These are classified, as you see, as accessories, so they are fine. Curtains are also fine. He really likes cleanliness. He doesn't want dirt. He's very anti walls that are not painted, which should never really be a problem for us, because when we are building walls, they are already painted. That is one of the perks that we chose. And I have not been showing specifically because a lot of times it happens while I am not recording, when I am changing walls around and things like that. But almost all of the perks are unlocked. A couple more are needed under, I believe, demolition. I think there's only one left. So we have done very well in what I think is a short amount of time as far as building our skills. So down here, we're going to add the second bathtub. This is the most expensive bathtub in the game. It came with luxury stuff. It is ridiculous. It is a 2-person tub. It looks so comfortable, but it also looks really silly. And I never really get a chance to use it. I obviously have not used it so far on this Let's Play because we're starting from the beginning. We do not have these huge bathrooms unless I'm making a very large bathroom. So there really isn't room to put these really big tubs. And it's nice because there's a left corner one and a right corner one, meaning that you can have it flush against either wall. So here is the second sink for the second bathroom. We are flying right along here. This is going to be a shorter video as our potential client does not require a lot of decorations, a lot of things that I would like to add to make the house more of a home. Just adding some things to make it look somewhat normal. I do add a rug here, and I realize now that completely matches the floor. Awesome. So maybe he won't even know that it's there. So these are the walk-in closets, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time that later I do add a mirror inside of each one of them, except you can see how narrow these are. The camera angles are getting a little wonky and actually starting to make me feel a little bit sick, so I completely edited that portion out of the video as there was no need to make everybody else suffer along with me. Also, you will see here that these are these console pieces. I've mentioned them before, where you can kind of put together your own closets for walk-ins. I love them. I don't use them very often because so far we haven't had a lot of closets in our renovations. And I decided to add mirrors everywhere. I didn't go for like a really set, like, oh, these all have to be lined up perfectly. I just kind of put them willy-nilly. He's very artistic. I figured that he would appreciate this just mess of mirrors everywhere. It kind of starts to get into like funhouse territory. And I do add a picture right here once I find it. It's nice and beautiful and colorful. And I like that I changed out, I shouldn't even say changed out, I put in new windows. Those big sliding glass doors on both sides of the house are actually windows, not doors, but they work as doors. I love them. We have this beachy type house. I think it fits. And here we go. This is it. I actually slowed down my decorating portion of the video today because this video is very short. And I thought, you know what? We'll let everybody see everything a little bit slower this time. So our sauna and our first bathroom. I'm really happy with the layout changes that I made. It took a very long time to figure out what I was doing. I walked away from it and came back because I was very frustrated with this one layout that I was trying. I tried to have a closet upstairs. It just wasn't working. And then I thought, hey, we could put some closets down here. And I initially just had one side of the wall having the closets. And then I realized I can make the bedroom portion upstairs and put more closets in for our fan of closets. He's all about closets. Between closets and balls, I don't know how many times I've said either one of those words in this video, but it's been a lot. I did use some of the wooden tiles that I used, the wall tiles from the sauna in the basement closet area, because I originally had like a focal point wall that was just those tiles, and then it turned into a closet, so that's kind of lost. But last minute I decided to add these little cushions, because if you're down there you might get really tired from trying on all of your clothes. I don't know. And that's it. All we have to do now is sell the house. Put the house on the auction. Now has 11 rooms. And I worked on it for just under 2 hours. And the majority of that really was trying to figure out the layout. I know I could have left it as it was, but you know me, I have to rip everything apart and rebuild it the way that I want. And here we go. He was very happy with the sauna, and we look to make $41,000 profit. Should we negotiate? Should we? Is that a good idea? Of course it is. It's never a bad idea to negotiate. If there's one thing you learn from these videos, I hope that you learn that negotiation is key. I didn't get to be too greedy. I just asked for about $8,000 more. And he took it. Money is not important. Alright, so this is about it. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. Please leave your comments and suggestions down below. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously? And I'll see you next time.